Hello, good morning, and happy Labor Day. It's Susanna from Piggy Makes Bank, and we just got an interesting question via email, and I thought the quickest and most helpful way to answer it would be through a quick video. So let me read you the question. I'm thinking of purchasing your How to Make Blog Posts Pop with Pretty Images PLR articles. I'd like to have an enticing way to get people to sign up for my email list. Could any of these articles work for that, and how? Great question, and I have some ideas for you. So that particular PLR pack is just a 10 article pack. It's 10 400 plus word articles on how to use graphics in your blog posts and use them in a way to help you track traffic. So it's an interesting topic for sure, with the popularity of Pinterest, of images and videos in Facebook, of Instagram. You know, important topics, so that's a plus, and it's a great choice of content to grow your list, because the first thing you need is something of interest that will draw in your people. So if this is fits your niche well, it's a great topic. If you're in a different niche, because I want this, you know, obviously to be an answer to this reader, but let's go a little bit more general. Let's look a little bit outside the box. You know, just look for a content pack on a topic that's of interest to your readers, to your particular niche. So start with that, and let's say it's also a 10 article pack. The easiest thing to do is to simply take those 10 articles, take the Word document that we provided in most other PLR providers, give you one document with all 10 articles already pasted into it, and turn that into a short report. Add a cover page, add an About the Author page, add a resources page, work through the articles, and see if you can work in some links to some of your content that's already on your site, those types of things. Just turn it into a good lead magnet. So that's the first thing you want to do. And then the simplest thing to do is to just use that as your lead magnet going forward. So make that your new opt-in giveaway. That'll help some. But an even better way to do it would be to do the same thing, create this pretty lead magnet. You can even go a step further and have a pretty cover graphic created for it. You can do that at Fiverr, you can go to your favorite graphic designer, or you can use a simple program like Stencil. We've really liked it to put up pretty graphics, and you can make something that looks like a report cover very quickly there, and just adding that to your opt-in form will add a lot of visual appeal and get people's attention. You can then, of course, change out, play around with other opt-in forms, create some in-content, think about looking at some pop-up options where you have an exit, or some sort of, if they've been on your page for a while, type of pop-up, come up, and get them to download the guide there. The most important things are going to be your graphic, what you call the report, and a short little description for it that you put in there to entice them to sign up. And with all of those, always keep your readers in mind and think about what's the benefit to them, how this help them. So for the How to Make Blog Posts Pop with Pretty Images, the reason is to get more traffic, to get the attention, to stand out in social media, on Pinterest, on Facebook, get those people's attention and get them interested enough to click through to the blog. So really highlight that for whatever PLR pack or article pack you use. So that's a great way to start. Now let's take it a step further. This is where things get interesting. The next thing I would do is take each and every one of those 10 articles and post them as a draft into my blog. And then go through one at a time as you have time. Go in and tweak, change, edit the content. Start with a little bit of keyword research. Google Keyword Planner is a great tool. I just used it a few minutes ago. Look for some keywords along those topics that you might want to use. Look for some low-hanging fruit that's fairly easy to rank for, and work that into the title. So rework the article title with that keyword. Rework the introduction of the article to include that keyword again, and then just go through the content and make sure it fits for your audience. So let's say you are a blogger that teaches work-at-home moms to blog and make money from their blogs. You know, you want to tweak the language and the examples to speak more to work-at-home moms. If you are a strict business-to-business type blogger and you're teaching people that go into corporations to run a successful website or blog, you probably want to use a little bit more formal language. You want to make it sound a little bit more of like a white paper. And speaking of which, you want to call your short report a white paper for those types of industries. So think about your audience, think about the language they speak, and tweak the blog post to reflect that language and use examples that your people can relate to. After that, go through your regular process, pretty it up. Take some of the content, make it a bulleted list, put in some headlines. Just make it work as a blog post that your readers will enjoy reading. And then, of course, add an interesting image. Go read the content in that particular pack yourself and apply what you're learning there to make images that work well to attract your readers, and go ahead and create some images for the different social media platforms. It really makes a difference if you change the image up to what you're using for Pinterest and what you're using for Facebook, what you're using on your blog post and what you're using on Instagram. Yes, that sounds like a lot of work. Yes, it is a lot of work the first few times you do it, but you get into a rhythm and you start to figure things out, and it'll go pretty quickly from there. So do that for each one of the articles and start publishing them as a blog post series. One more thing before you hit that publish button though. You already have a lead magnet set up. You already have a list set up where you're delivering that lead magnet in the welcome email. If you have more questions on that, let me know, and I'll record another video on that. Now go ahead and create another opt-in form that will go in content. So you're going to have this in the blog post toward the end. So once your readers are done reading the blog post, which is, remember, it's just one of the 10 articles. So you've given them one of the tips or strategies. So what you're going to tell them in this particular opt-in form is, I hope you enjoyed this. This is one important thing you need to know about using images in your blog posts. Here are 9 more. Click here, subscribe here to download 10 ways to whatever you called your particular report. 10 ways to grow engagement and traffic through graphics, or whatever you called it. That's what's called a content upgrade, and that's the model I'm really liking, and that we're seeing a lot of great results with, and PLR packs are perfect for that. So you have, down the road, you have 10 articles or 10 blog posts published, and each of them have a directly applicable opt-in offer, which is this report that's essentially the same 10 articles. Why does this work? Because not everybody is going to read all of your blog posts. The majority of people will come across 1 or 2 of them, and they will really appreciate having a short report with all that information condensed in there. So that's the basic strategy. From there, you can take it a step further. Now you want to get some traffic to each of those individual blog posts. So go ahead and do your work with the images, and the keywords already gave you a big leg up. So pay some attention as you post these images to Pinterest. For each blog post, get a pin or 2 out there that will send traffic back there. Pinterest, in case you're not aware, is essentially just another big search engine. So pay attention to what you call your images, pay attention to your description, and see if you can get some traffic coming in toward and get some traction towards your blog that way. Post them regularly on Facebook. We like using Post Planner. There's a couple of other app type programs out there that will recycle and throw Facebook posts, create Facebook posts that link back to your blog. So get those out there and get those 10 articles into the rotation so that people start to see them more often, click through, read them, and then hopefully sign up for your lead magnet. Last but not least, think about some video. Video is becoming really big. I was reluctant to get in front of the camera, and here I am doing a Facebook Live and having done Facebook Lives all through August. And we've gotten a lot of traction from that. We've built a lot of goodwill. People enjoy watching and consuming the content that way. So consider doing that. You could just read through each article or blog post and then create a Facebook Live where you basically just talk about your ideas and thoughts on that same topic. Link to the blog post, and get some traffic over that way. Then download that video, Facebook Live video, and upload it to YouTube, or record another version directly to YouTube if you don't like the particular format, like if you're using an upright like I do here with my cell phone. That might not be the most attractive way to do it for YouTube, but if you want to save time, just upload it to YouTube, you're done. If you don't like it, grab your laptop, grab your camera, turn your phone around, whatever you need to do, record another video and upload that to YouTube. There's so many options, and each time you do that, make sure you link to the particular blog post that you're talking about. So the whole idea is to drive more traffic there. YouTube, by the way, is another great search engine, so pay attention to your keywords there, pay attention to your tags, pay attention to your description, and work another variation of your keyword in there. So you start to get traffic from YouTube, you're getting traffic regularly from Facebook, you're getting these bursts of traffic when you're doing the Facebook Lives, you're getting the traffic from Pinterest. If you have an Instagram following, go ahead and throw that in there occasionally as well and send people back to that blog post and start to build that traffic. The more eyeballs you can get on the blog post, the faster your list will grow. So that's what I would do. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to answer them. And of course, if you have any other questions about using PLR, send them my way, send them to Tracy. We'll be happy to shoot some videos, write some blog posts, and do some training for you. That's it from me. Enjoy your weekend, long weekend, and stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.